Hello, hello, hello. Happy Friday. Aren't you loving this weather? I am loving it. This is getting to be my favorite time of the year. I love summer. I love fall. Yeah, it's just so good. Yes, it's rained a little bit, and maybe it's supposed to rain a little bit this weekend, but overall, it's just been wonderful. It's such a mood booster. I love this time of year. And I'm so excited to see you guys perform and hear you guys perform at the recital. I've been coming into lessons this week, and I'm just like blown away with the level of talent that I'm hearing right now. I want to do this from now on is coming to the end of semesters. I mean, of course I want to come throughout, but coming at the end of the semesters and hearing you guys playing your lessons, it's such a treat. You guys have worked really, really hard. And I'm actually some of the people that I was listening to this week, I was kind of just taken aback because it was like, is this the same person? I've heard you play before and never like this. So thank you for your gift to me this week. I appreciate that. And if you are interested in lessons, we have all the major instruments, you guys know, we have a new semester coming up, our summer semester, and we do the summer semester for a couple of reasons. One, for our students who are taking to not lose everything that they gained during the school year. And then also for new people to come in and come dabble, come try it out, see how it goes. So it's relaxed. And this is the time to bring that gentle smile to your face. So it's not anything too intense unless you have auditions in August or September, which we help people with, like TYO or TYS or any of that stuff, or school auditions, we can help with that. But otherwise, this is the time to play with music and to explore and to create and to in such a relaxed kind of way. So please join us, reach out, Raleigh School of Music at gmail.com. We'd love to have you. So you guys know that I love taking classes. I can't go very long without taking a class. I'm a lifelong learner. I will always be in some kind of class because if I stop learning, then I'm dead. So I will probably always do something to expand my mind, always, just because I love it. It's what gets me going. And I never want to be complacent as a voice teacher and a singer, and I never want to be complacent as a person. Yeah. So I'm in a mindset class right now. I did a mindset class last year and I'm doing it again. It's a little bit different, but it's with the same program, Laura St. John, Strong Confident Living. You can find her on social media if you're interested, but she is a mindset and manifesting guru, and she has worked all with lots of celebrities and athletes, and I think she was on Selling Sunset at some point, and so she is gold. It's gold in there, and I think that every time I do it, it blows my mind. But I wanted to talk a little bit about what I learned in class this week. But I want to start with a question for you. Are you happy? Not happy as in excited, that energy, although that's good. And that's kind of how I've been feeling today. No, happiness is peaceful and serene. It's what brings you that gentle smile to your face. Are you happy? I can't always say that I am. I mean, geez, you guys know for the past couple months, I was not happy at all. I was not. And so something that she said this week really touched my soul, really changed my whole outlook on life. She said that it is your job, it is my job to be happy. It is my job to be happy. I have never heard something spoken like that before, so clear. It's like everything is laid out now. It's like it is my job to be happy. It is not someone else's. And in a time when we externalize our feelings a lot, I've done the same thing. Somebody can make me mad, or I feel like somebody can make me mad. Happiness is my job. It is my one job. Everything else is filler. Happiness is my job. What I like about that is that it puts the responsibility back on me. It it's saying that it is not a given, that you're not automatically, I guess maybe sometimes, but you're, for the most part, because of things, it's not always a given that you're going to be happy. It is a decision, it's a choice. And feelings, it's happiness is a feeling, just like so is being stuck, so is fear, so is all these things. That feelings are just simple like synapses in the brain. They're little sparks in the brain that come and go like clouds in the sky floating by, that you can observe them. You can feel the feelings and the thoughts and stuff that come in, and then you can observe them leave. So I like that. And this saying that happiness is your job is that it is something that you have to keep working at, that it's something you have to be active in. It's not this passive thing that happens or something that happens to you. It's something that you make happen, you allow to happen. So why does it matter to be that we're happy or not? Because if you are making decisions, if you are doing anything from negativity, that's not really you. That is, you are putting a decision based on a synapse, on a spark that has come through your brain, then left, that has come through you, and you felt, and then left. So you're not really making a sound decision. Now, sometimes those decisions wind up being good decisions, but they're not. If you're making it from negative or lack, or feeling the lack, or feeling stuck, it's not really sound. It's not grounded. It's not really coming from you. So how do we be happy? This is what this class is all about this week. What do we do? How do we become happy? Well, one of the things she says is it's about doing repeated patterns, right? Repeated things over and over again. So I'm sure you guys have heard about mantras. There's a mantra that she says that I love, and now I have it posted everywhere, a mirror and phone and just like anywhere, to help remind my brain that I have this choice, this decision to be happy, is a mantra. And her mantra, I love it, and I will say it until I am dead. I trust in myself. I trust in the process. I'm exactly where I'm meant to be. I trust in myself. I trust in the process. I'm exactly where I'm meant to be. What I like about it is that there's no like expectation on it. There's not like, oh, it's that mantra itself is saying, I am happy. It's not saying that. It's saying, I trust in the process. Because sometimes, and not always, and not for everybody, but sometimes maybe, you do the things to try to make you happy and it's not happening. So you trust in the process that you will get there, because again, feelings come and go, thoughts come and go. And so you trust in the process, that the thought that's, the block, the negative thing, whatever is in the way of that happiness, whatever external thing is in the way, that you can trust in the process, that it won't always be there, that you will be able to find that happiness. So I like it. I trust in myself. I trust in the process. I'm exactly where I'm meant to be. It's beautiful. It's almost like a song, a poem. I like it. The next part is the biggest bulk of this class, like what we learned this week in the class. And she calls it snack on happy. So that people always say it's like when you hear negative feedback, you need 7 positive things to combat that, to that. I don't know if that is exactly true or not. I mean, I imagine that it does take more sometimes, because sometimes that negative stuff can really can stick and stay with us, if we let it. So she says snack on happy. So it's finding little things that bring that gentle smile to your face that you can think about, that things in your everyday life that are just like could be smaller or big things that you can recall like that. So for me, it's listening to a pop song and getting up and dancing for a second. That brings that gentle smile to my face. It's putting my feet in the sand at the beach when I'm about to go on a walk. It's being sitting out in the sun in the middle of the day before I have to start, working, and have my book, and I'm just feeling the rays on the sun on my skin. It's reading a really good novel. It's taking these classes and learning something that's a aha a moment that sticks with me and that just gives me that gentle smile. All of these things are, I already feel what, as I'm talking to you, I feel like my voice has dropped a little bit. I feel more grounded. I feel more connected to myself and to the earth and to humanity and just life in general. I just feel more grounded. So it's actually a really good exercise to do before I go on stage, is to think about those things that really bring happiness. So it's these little things, the snacking on happiness, having these, and being able to write out a list of all those little things that just make you smile. And to be able, and maybe, as you're doing this more and more, and something comes into your brain and you want to snack on happy, and to that maybe you make a game out of it a little bit more. How fast can you get to that thought? How fast can you get to that feeling? How fast? It's our job to be happy. It is the one thing. Everything else is filler. It is our one job on this earth to be happy. Stuck, like she said, I'm reading my notes. Stuck is just a feeling. It's just a feeling. The more responsibility I can take for my own happiness, the happier I'll be. The more fulfilled I'll be in my relationships. The more happy I'll be with being a performer and being a musician. That I'm not relying, and us musicians, we tend to really love that external validation. Oh my gosh. It just, actually, I've noticed, in order to test myself, and I've kind of changed my way, that I'm weird. So after I perform, I find that I don't like going and talking to people after I perform. Is that weird? It is because I think I've trained my brain so much to not take in the feedback, that the negative or positive. I just like to go on and not, and so I start to feel weird because I feel like there's expectation and stuff like that. It's a whole story. It's a whole thing. But I think there is some truth to that, like not getting that external validation, because that's not why we do it. And so again, if music helps you snack on happy, let that be so. And if it doesn't, if you're a music student and you're riding that wave of emotion of up and down, then maybe snack on happy in another way. Because the reason we do all this is to become more of who we are and what we want to do in this world, and how we want to change the world for the better, and how we want to leave it better than we left, leave it better than when we came in. That's our purpose, and our job is to be happy. Are you happy? I hope you are. And the more that you can say yes to that and truly mean it, I'll say the word that I say in every time I speak. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I want you all to be happy. I want us all to be happy. Have a wonderful weekend. I'll see you next time.